title. Okay. Helix on the play. Aminatou versus Bugs.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup. It's going to come down to whether or not Grist resolves, straight up,
Yeah.
because Aminatou has good answers for Grist on the stack, but it does not have continuous answers for a pile of bugs every turn.
If you can remove the Grace when it's on the play, even if you flip like half of your deck, Abby has some answers. One of the big problems for Bugs is that of the draw of the play this hand is insane.
It is and it isn't. It does
Uh,
not cast turn to Grist because it has double Greenland,
Alright.
but it does fight back better against interaction. Because you have, in theory, 6 mana in your hand between the Woodlot and the Furdosh core, and then you have the Rot Farm to reset your Woodlot. It is just very slow for what Bugs wants to do.
Yeah. Do you think Cosmerian is going to mulligan this?
I think she's thinking about it. Um,
Uh,
it is very much a hand where if you keep it, you are going to be committing to trying to bog the game down by playing stuff like this Horizon Explorer and the Furdosh core so that you can make sure that you're actually going to be able to do your stuff. But yeah, it looks like she's going to keep it.
by the way,
It is one of those things where it's hard to mulligan, especially against the control deck, because if you're all in and you get forced out of it, then you just lose the game, right?
mm-hmm. It's
Mutable
important.
Explorer is also a good draw.
Important to note that drawing the luck would probably do nothing until Chris results for the first time,
Mhm.
but mana drain is good.
Yeah. So Aminatu's hand is pretty stacked. Cryogen Relic is probably the best card in the deck. Because it just turns Aminatu's -1 into draw 2 cards every turn. Oh, it's interesting to see her go this direction.
Uh,
Yeah.
Hand size. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Okay. I would have expected her to like attempt the Furdosh core, the Horizon Explorer, or the Mutable Explorer, just to get a board presence. There's the core. And there's a mana drain.
Mana drain probably just cast stock up.
Yeah, using the mana efficiently is going to be important here. So a stock up into a Cryogen Relic, still holding up 2 mana. Notably, the Drown in the Lock does not currently counter a Grist because there's only 2 cards in Cosmerian's graveyard. But they're going to have essentially 6 looks to find a 2 mana counterspell if they really want.
Out
There's
of
an Out of
time
Time.
brainstorm. The other three cards were Mars Floods, Knocker, Plains, and Watergrave.
Yeah. So there's the Relic. And our blind draw says Flow State.
Which is online.
So
Ooh, that's
ooh, and that's
impressive, bro.
yep. So we're gonna have a game here. Notably, Grist is going to die.
To
Oh no, I'm
what?
sorry. Drown the Lock won't hit Grist.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's not a creature when it's in play.
If Cosmeria gets the into the box, Bogart Roll is basically forced. If not, you buy that
Yeah.
Crystal Ultimate. But you also have to play Out of
Um,
Time.
Well, something to keep in mind too is the out of time is not a great answer to the bug army because it only phases out the tokens, which does not remove them from the game.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that if Kaz draws one of her many enchantment removal pieces, she can blow it up and continue to attack. So there's a cycled Cling to Dust to draw another card.
And remove a bug because Kindred artifact.
Well, um, specifically, Grist only cares about creatures. So,
Mm.
um,
Alright. I thought it said bugs.
yeah, no, it's creatures specifically. Um, that's not a great brainstorm. Mental misstep isn't very good here.
Those counter bolted there, but that's about it.
Yeah. Thankfully, Aminatou does have a fetch land to at least get rid of some of the stuff.
Getting rid of the Throne of the Duck.
Hmm.
Out of Target Gast.
Yeah. So this play is I'm gonna set up to attempt to blink out of time to fight against Grist. Um, but between the multitude of 3 drops for value that are in Cosmerian's hand, like I would not be surprised to see Mutable Explorer come down next turn because building an army of Mutavaults is actually another really good play that she would have. And that's the downside to blinking the out of time. Or no, I'm sorry, this is phased out, right? This isn't the one that exiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is phased out. Okay.
Let's see what Flow State gets. Flow State is alive because Trick to 3 instance 1 sorcery. The Tri-Trader
Yep.
Drowning the Lucky back after the shuffle. Last card
Uh,
was also the Watery Grave again. What does...
well, No Mage Advocate notably would be an answer to out of time, but it's going to be too slow.
Mm-hmm. You could play still to force
Oh
the Abbey down
no,
take.
actually, so yes, so the No Mage Advocate is actually a good answer because um, out of time is a trigger,
Uh,
and so no mage would be able to blow it up with the trigger on the stack. There's the Mutable Explorer.
getting...
Notably, we got the sad one mil grist in the 49 creature deck.
yeah. Not sure how many lands Cosmerian plays, but she needs to be careful to not mill herself out.
She plays 10, so she's seen 6 of them so far. Um, I would not be surprised to see her try to get to something like 15 or 20 counters just so she could start attempting to use the downtick as the answer to what's going on. But she's going to need more creatures in her graveyard for sure. Because she only has 5 currently, because she also hit the nameless inversion.
Out of time getting blink. Now with approximately infinite counters.
Yeah.
You probably grab Flow State back because Banadrin is kinda bad, having in mind that Cavern of Souls.
Yeah. And there's the Boggart Trawler to fight off the graveyard shenanigans. I think this is a little early. I think you could have waited for another turn specifically because you know there's only so many lands left in the deck, and you could hit a lot more stuff. But it is very much an uphill battle right now.
Do you have to don't increase to kill Bogart Troller? Because if not, anything you exile it dies.
Um, yeah, because you could blink the Trawler now. I mean, she could just deploy blockers, is the other thing.
I mean, it's tapped out, so anything Cosmerian cast is basically uncounterable because no force of will in this format.
Yeah. Carrion Locust. Exile a card. Probably stock up. Yeah. If that card's too much value.
Also, it turns off flow state.
Yeah. Um, and then I'm sure we'll probably play another 3-drop here. The question is which one. Nope. We are taking out the trawler now, and we're getting on the beatdown plan. Kill the Aminatou.
Why can drag skitter here?
Oh yeah, with it only being 2 people in the channel.
Yeah, but I should have Bob powers. But it doesn't let me. Ooh, Sabine's wreck. What?
That's a pretty good one.
Ooh. Oh, Tuner Type Tainer. So Sabine's wreck.
Yep. And it's probably immediately pick up the Boggart trawler.
There we go.
Yep.
Not great hits. And that's another
3
land.
bugs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the Sturge come down just specifically with the intent to cycle it. But the window is rapidly closing for Cosmerian.
Yeah. And probably Cosmerian's best draw would be absolutely be Moltender. No, not Moltender, the Castic Caterpillar. Just instantly remove the Art of Time. It probably be Savage Wreck is in the graveyard.
Yeah. So now you need an answer to the Savin's Reclamation. There's a Null Mage Advocate. This might just straight get swords. It might get killed next turn with the Drown and Lock.
Yeah, I don't think you can just flicker it out of existence with Art of Time. That's too risky.
Yeah. I will say the next blink of out at time, you probably never have to blink it again because it'll come back in with 12 counters on it. There's the Sturge. This probably be a Surveil land here. Nope, she already had the Surveil.
Yeah.
Oh, she does have a second one. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, starts calling. Interestingly enough, that does counter Grace, but Grace is on play, and I don't think it will ever be play right now.
Yep. No reason to take it off the table.
Flow state again. Again online because of Saverin's wreck. Getting damn. Damn. and
And a wash away.
Believe it or not, Flow State is a good Magic card.
yes. Second flow state of the game. The first one found out of, no, stuck up for the out of time.
Oh gosh, Amy with Flow State seems really strong. Getting the Flickers of Mystic Sanctuary to bring it back over and over. Oof.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So here comes Aminatou. Are we blinking the out of time? Yep.
Yes.
So notably, we can no longer blink the out of time because it will die.
Also, Bogart Roller is no longer on the board. The problem is Tab exists now, and I don't.
There's an Atuko Elder. That's more mana. Caustic Wasp but does blow up artifacts on hit, but it's only artifacts. So
You could animate Mutable to kill Nami to see.
I mean, that is probably the play, though Aminatou will probably swords the Mutavault token.
Do they have any white lands left that can be found off of Scalding Tarn?
I'm sure they have a Hallowed Fountain.
Yeah, Hollow
fair.
Fountain.
Hallowed Fountain would make sense. Yeah, no, you're probably right. Usually that's not an issue, but in a game that goes as long as this, it can be, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The thing, it's impressive the fact that Abby has less cards in deck than Cosmerian. But Cosmerian is probably also super close to milling themselves out if Kristaps takes a couple more times.
Yeah, there's only 3 lands, I believe, remaining in her library. So with that, you probably have an average of 5 to 6 bugs every time you mill.
Ooh, just one is not what we wanted to see here.
Yep.
Do you play
there
the
are a few
casting wasp just to try to bait Abby into blinking out of time?
Yep. Well, you also have to present a threat at some point, because if you just give her enough time, eventually she's going to set up for her win. She's already looked at something like 15 cards or so, so she's coming up soon on the Entreat, and that will slam the door shut.
I don't think you even if you see Entreat, I don't think you even do it. I think you lead Cosmerian to lose. You don't try to win.
I just don't know if it's worth giving her draws at removing the out of time, right? Because you do have some answers, but you don't have infinite answers. And she does have, I think, 3 creatures, plus I believe Boseiju is in the main deck. So there is always the chance that she could just draw it raw. It's always better to be proactive, right?
Interesting for the Mutavault attack.
Yeah. Praised. Do you praise at graced? Or do you present casting wasp?
I mean, ending the grist and then countering it the next time. Well, you can't counter it actually.
You can counter it with a counter play.
Uh,
Yeah, it's like the one thing going
but
for cause here.
yeah, it does remove the potential for milling enough bugs to finish the game.
I'm not sure if Ami has any blue lands left.
I think there
Ooh.
may be a watery grave. There is a watery grave. We've
Yeah.
seen it. It's on the bottom of her library.
Yeah, true. Because yeah, Flash Transcality.
Yep.
No,
And now she's finding out why she should not have blinked the out of time.
I do think this is game over even because of them.
Yeah. Now, notably, this is just going to lead to all the creatures getting killed, but it's reducing the number of answers that she has access to.
Am I missing something? How did the
Abby blinked out of time and then got destroyed by.
Well, no. How did it activate the tap ability with summoning sickness?
So it's only phased out.
Does
It doesn't have summoning sickness.
Oh, it was phased out. Thank you. Yes, yes. Thank you.
Now, Hex Parasite is a good answer here to Aminatou. Because you can just start peeling the counters off of it.
I think you update Grease, drop half of your library, and try to Hex Parasite the out of time.
Yeah. There's also that.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16 is a good amount. 16 is a really good amount.
There is a problem. I'm not sure if Helix will see it, but Sabine's Reclamation is in the graveyard.
Yeah, fair. Sabine's Reclamation is
No.
in the graveyard.
Notably, you need that, and you need an answer for Grist, because now Grist downtake is lethal.
No, Sabine's Reclamation is both. You grab out of time and Bogart Trader. Sabine's copies itself in the graveyard.
Oh. That's right.
And that's lights out. Well, not necessarily. I don't think you have enough time to remove everything with Hex Parasite though.
Yeah, Hex Parasite's coming down now.
In my opinion,
it probably will get the mental misstep now because it can't be. Yeah.
So Cosmerian didn't solve the play. Maybe Helix also misses it? I doubt it. Oh, entreated should... No, you still lose to entreat. With entreat. That does... Predatory quotation marks if Helix doesn't see the Samin's play. So Cosmeric has most of their graveyard deck in the graveyard, High Sea Crown, High Goose, but this is in the graveyard with Sabines. 3, 4, 5. Yep.
Looks like it. Yep, there it is.
Brutal.
All that's left is to choose the right
Now,
target too.
Again, this does not necessarily mean it is lethal. She still has draws to ETB destroy enchantment creatures.
True.
The Wayfinder is in the graveyard.
And
but
Castica Repeater is also in the graveyard.
And the Chomping Changeling is in there as well.
What's the Changeling one?
The one that's remaining is the one where you exile a creature from your graveyard.
Mask.
Yeah, Mask Vandal. Sadly, no graveyard.
The Dross Hopper gets there with that though, because you
Yeah,
can sack
because you can
Dross
sack.
Hopper.
Yep.
Yeah. And Grasshopper will be god level through drowning the lock. I don't think you will counter a
Yeah.
2 mana to 1 that does nothing.
Oh, even if it gets countered, it goes to the graveyard, right? Which is where you want it.
Correct.
Mhm.
Yes. Just as long as you use the Cavern of Souls on the Masked Vandal.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Sabin's reclamation in Helix's hand? Oh, there it is.
Because you put it in the wrong spot.
So is it? Do we think it's Masked Vandal or Bust here?
It has to be.
Has to be pretty much.
Based-
Yeah, because I think everything else is exiled. That could answer the artifact or enchantment.
Yeah. Let's see. Where's the
They
dude
learn
that
like
you can cycle? No, there's a dude that you can cycle.
oh,
Uh,
God, there's so many random bugs that are just like, why does
Oh,
he
yeah, that one.
have
That one is also still in the library.
the lad left in the deck is Boseiju.
Yeah. And I believe that the Seiju is still in the library as
Ooh.
well. So there are
Yeah.
answers.
There are definitely answers. Okay.
Yeah. Now we can just recast Grist. There's a Loam Larva.
That does nothing.
That does nothing.
Magic.
I think there is a basic library land left in her library. It's a basic forest.
Yeah, no, the
Um,
last lad is the Boseiju. We said Ted. We see died.
no, then the Beseju's in the sideboard because there's 2
Uh,
basic forests in the main deck.
Do you animate mutable attack Helix directly to try to get this one? Or is that a bad idea?
I don't necessarily know if there's value here, but you're not doing a whole lot of anything else. Elder for more mana, because why not? There's the Loam Larva. This will at least let her look at her outs. I think she has 2. She has Masked Vandal, and she has... Is it Crawl Whipcracker, I think is what its name is?
The weak cracker is
No,
in
Crawl
LC.
Whipcracker is the black-green one. It's from Aether Drift. And it has X double green, cycle it, destroy an artifact or an enchantment with CMC X.
Okay.
Yep. Out of time getting bounced
Oh,
again.
okay.
I do understand why, but I don't think that does change anything. Whip strike
There it is,
and
Web
it.
Strike.
There it is. There
That's
it
the
is.
one. So this is now an immediate game.
3.
And it is uninteractable because she does not have access to stifle effects.
There are so many silly bugs, just like randomly that are insects. I love it.
There it goes.
X equals 3, targeting the out of time. Yep, there it is.
This is why it's never over until it's over.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Now, specifically,
There is the max
Aminatou
bundle.
is not. Yeah. Now, specifically, Aminatou is not dead. They have some outs and stuff here. They have 2 pieces of removal in their hand, and the swords can be used defensively. They are very much not looking great, but
It's lethal, isn't it? Even with 3 removal spells?
so you can block 1, sword your own boggart trawler, and drown in the lock.
Crawler, that's what I was missing. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. But it looks like instead we're swordsing offensively, which I think is going to be a mistake.
Yeah.
It,
Because now there is too many things and not enough things to block.
I think
Yes.
I think Abby should have cracked the Crash Relic before attacks.
hmm That's another thing that you
Mm,
could have
Oh
done.
no,
It looks
it's
like that's happening now.
untapped creature Barge Flats, which does nothing, and
Yeah.
it's only one because grabbing in 3D
Yep. Even
Angels
if you block
dead.
it,
that is
yeah,
50.
you could have put a couple of angels, but yeah, now even if you block one, you're still taking 14 and you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
15. Surprising
So
box
theoretically, how
win.
would that have worked if Amy figured out the Swords to Plowshares their own Boggart Trawler line? What do you
Uh,
think their next would have
They needed the Pinnacle Star Cage. Is the only board
been?
wipe we're left in their library.
yeah,
hmm
no,
There's also the
Uh,
line of the thing that I saw was there's also the line of using Amy at 1, you flicker your Mystic Sanctuary, leaving the Cryogen Relic in play, returning Dam to the top of your library so that you can draw it with the Cryogen Relic.
that is also an out.
sourcing your own Bogart Roller doesn't work. You have 16 creatures attacking and 17. No, you go to one.
But you get to block one.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
go
you
to
get to block
one.
one and then gain 3.
So yeah, you would have been exactly at 1. I think they would have lived there.
Now, again, they're still fighting borrowed time because she could still play creatures from her hand, but it would have
Yes,
been
100%. 100%. Being at 1
Um,
in the notorious 1x deck is scary.
yeah.
although
But
you only have to survive so many turns. Like,
with her only having 4 cards left in her library at that point, one of which is
True.
for sure a land.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Still, really interesting game.
yeah.
So for sideboarding, you're probably going to see a Disruptor Flute on the side of Aminatou. Grist's sideboard contains 7 lands, and almost all of them will come in. There's the Beseju. The idea is that against a deck that's going to have counterspells, you want to make sure that you can resolve your commander more than once.
Makes sense to me.
So it brings in, I want to say, Overgrown Tomb, 3 basic lands, a Verdant Catacombs, and Beseju. There's also the option to bring in Veil of Summer, though I don't know if you use that one here.
Okay,
But now it becomes less of a mulligan to a 2-drop land and more just get a handful of creatures that you can play.
we are seeing the spicy thing. Rest in peace.
Rest in
Okay.
Peace is a good one because it removes access or the the
Maybe.
fear of the grist downtick.
Yeah. Makes you just have to worry about the actual creatures themselves.
Xantid Swarm is a pretty good one here. Anytime it attacks, you shut your opponent off of casting spells on your turn. So it's like having a silence on the board.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming Helix is mulligan decisions because I can see her uh, deck list because it's public. Ashiok, Disruptor Float, PC Needle, Rest in Peace, Sanctifier Beck, probably.
Yeah. And her opening hand containing 2 of those is pretty good here. You might just see them both get jammed next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Loam Lava is going to put a land on top of the library.
Even I think even if both of them get jammed, I think you still run out Chris. Leave it in play.
Yep. But knowing that Grist is coming now, you might not see it happen. It might just be a hold up counter spell because you know now that she has access to the land. There's a Pithing Needle. And then you have the counter spell to fight off an answer for the Pithing Needle, right? And you're just kind of sitting here doing what you want to be doing. Now there is a Haywire Might in
Helix.
Cosmerian's hand,
Haywire
and it's
Might.
probably going to get countered.
Tapping the wrong land? I think you wanted to tap a
Yeah,
forest.
not leaving a swamp up to be able to cast the Devouring Swarm is kind of a mistake here. But I guess you get to play the Hex Parasite now.
Oh, they already played land for turn, correct?
Yes, but
Yes, but that's what I mean. Is they had a swamp they could have played, or they could have left the black mana up in order to play the Devouring Swarm.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, the
or
board is
not the
so
Devouring Swarm. It's
costly.
it's 3. Yeah, it's not the other one, the Dross Hopper.
X equals 1.
Smile enter
Good.
the
Yep,
angels. Yeah, I think that
just
should
doing
be
it now.
that is good enough to just win eventually. Nope.
Yep.
Helix put it the treat back on top. Helix got the aggro
Yep.
plan. Cavern of Souls.
Yes. And that's not going to be good enough. Because now you can sacrifice 2 creatures to trade with 1 angel, but you're still behind.
Your best draw by far is Max Bundle, right now?
No.
Because Helix is tapped, so you play Max Bundle, you exile the Pithidiri, you play Christ.
Yep.
They are trading. Okay.
Yeah. It feels wrong to me. You don't lose a turn to just leaving them in play.
I think Cosmerian's not thinking about the possibility of the rest in peace, which I don't blame them whatsoever. But
Yeah. No,
maybe
but,
just like send creatures to graveyard is what they're thinking. Maybe just be worth it.
yeah, but what I mean
Yeah.
is the same clock if you kill the angel or not.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you go to 15.
So if you don't kill the angel, you're at 15. It's lethal in 2. If you do kill the angel, it's lethal in 3, right?
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. You get another turn.
Probably ponder for a land, play Aminatou, blink the Mystic Sanctuary, put the Entreat back on top, and we're just closing the window on this game.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely the difference between control deck with clock and control deck with no clock right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we saw that first game where Amy just couldn't get anything in play and keep anything in play, and now we see there's 2 angel tokens in play representing a 3-turn clock here.
Yep. Mystic Sanctuary getting blinked. Put it in 3 at top. Brian Maggot. I think you play it just for information
I mean,
and then
yep.
concede.
You get to know about the rest in peace.
Yeah, that's information. It's valuable information.
Yep. Not really information that you can play around, but you get to know about it for sure, at least.
For the next game, at least. Yep.
And we're gonna go to game 3. So now becomes the decision that Cosmerian has to make on the play. Do you pull some of the lands out? And it looks like no. We're just going right back into it. Well, this is actually a fantastic hand.
That's a hand.
Tortugrist.
That is turn 2 Grist. We have the giant ladybug to get more lands to follow up.
Deep what?
Oh, ain't keeping this hand over here. Interesting.
Yeah.
I think you have to just go for it.
Yep, you don't have the time to wait, unfortunately. You have to put the control deck on the back foot. The only real answer they could have right now is Stern Scolding.
Yeah.
Wash Away, Stern Scolding, I think, are the only 2, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
But the more you wait, the better it becomes for the control deck, so...
Yeah, they're more likely to have an answer at 2 mana than they are at 1 mana.
Here we see Cosmerian tanking on the whether to cast Grist decision or not to go all in on this Havenwood Battleground?
I think you have to.
Sometimes you just have to make the control deck have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
That if they have it, you lose. But if they had it, you already lost.
Yes. And again, giving them more time gives them more outs to having it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe the major decision is whether you think you can cast the Grist the second time in time. But that's just giving control deck way too much time, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
if Chris doesn't resolve, I think you should pray to get another land and start.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, there's the Grist, so we're
Yep.
doing it.
There's the
Okay.
Grist.
I mean, she does have 2 playable creatures,
No!
even if this didn't
No
go
one
through.
land. Okay.
That's the downside of putting the extra lands in your deck, is now your hists are not going to be massive. But she does have 2 creatures that she can follow up with. The Web Strike Hilly and the Seed Strip Broodmutt Tender are both castable on 2 mana, so it's not like she would be completely locked out here. And for her side, Aminatu's hand is not very good right now against what she's got going on.
No.
If she gets a decently high bug count, she's going to be able to push through enough damage.
Yeah, I think you have to play Thunderdrop Trainer.
Yeah,
And
you're digging,
dig for
and you have a blocker.
dig for long goodbye.
Oh,
There it is.
hey, look. Long goodbye. Wow, that was a called shot right there.
Yeah. 1, 2.
2 bugs.
Yeah. Cosmerian running really cold right now.
Yeah. Again, that's the downside when you add all those extra cards during the sideboard, is your hits go way down as far as their ability to make a large amount of bugs.
Okay, where do we think Cosmerian goes from here? Do we think it's a Brood Render
It's-
time? Brood Tender
it's-
time?
It's
Yeah.
probably Brood Tender because you want to hold the Web Strike Elite.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Plus Taker Elite being an uncontrollable way for 5 mana to break all of them is really good. They're all the bugs, including the Bax Paddle, so one less out.
This is where you get punished for not playing the sheet ship first.
Yeah.
Now you can't really know that, but
Yeah, there's no way to know
I
that
think-
ever.
I think the math in theory favors playing the brood ship first because you have more lands in the library. There's an immediate long goodbye. And now we are at a race.
Pete
Okay,
goes.
There's a
good.
land.
Yeah, Pete
Pete
goes
loves
That's a-
raw.
That's a good land too because it does let the giant ladybug get cast next turn, which will put a land on top.
Same Ladybug puts the land on top even. Yep.
Yeah.
Even when it costs 3 mana and dies to both bastards.
Yeah. But the other thing you have going is a clock.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised for this will all get blown up next turn with the dam. But at least you're forcing damage through.
Let's see. I guess this all depends on the surveil here, because I can also see a world in which either just like Aminatou gets cast. Maybe they think that the life total not going down as much because of the Thundertrap Trainer may be worth it to keep around to save the dam for like a future more problematic turn.
Well, there's an out of time.
Second board wipe is pretty good.
Yeah. Notably, Aminatou does allow you to put the Entreat back on top of your library to just start setting up to do that if you think you have enough time to start making angels.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
The biggest question is, do you think Cosmera is going to draw an untap land next turn?
Ooh, yeah.
both of them knowing the list as well as they do, there are 11 lands left in her library.
Cavern of
So it's
Souls.
like a one
Yeah,
in 3 shot. Cavern of Souls is the best one.
because a log Abby doesn't have any counter, so
Okay.
There's the Aminatou.
What are they doing with it? Are they upticking
yep,
or downticking? They're
Looks
upticking.
like
Okay, just setting it for the treat.
yep.
Okay.
And now the Ponder allows you to. Oh nope, we're just going for the Fatal Push now. Okay. I was gonna say the Ponder allows you to dig for another potential land to make your land drop that turn, but
No,
or no, I guess you did play a land. Yeah.
Is this a giant
no
man?
land is rough though.
Yep.
Land right now would be insane. The problem is now the pit bug dies when you cast priests.
Yep.
Mm. Do
Oh,
you
here
cast
comes
a
an entreat.
treat? No.
No. Knowing the land and the ladybug to set up the other land, it looks like we're gonna favor being more defensive.
Makes sense.
I guess how do we be defensive here? Just cast the ponder. Is that? Do you think that's the play that's coming?
Yeah, you cast a powder for looking for a
Uh,
counter spell.
Yeah, looking for
yeah.
counterspell makes sense. Now that we know it's guaranteed not Cavern of Souls, or almost guaranteed not Cavern of Souls.
It is guaranteed. The forest is on top of the library.
Yes, yeah,
If
of
she had the
course.
cavern, she would have played it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
The powder is interesting, let's just say, because Helix is tanking out the option.
Yeah. So there's no windmill slam counter spell there. So the question is, do you keep what you have or do you shuffle for a random draw?
There's maybe shuffle for the random draw and flicker the Thundertrap Trainer. That's a possible line of play.
Source
So
to
we're seeing a
closures,
swords
rest in
and a rest in
peace.
peace.
Is Rest in Peace relevant at this point, though?
So the advantage to
Yes.
rest in peace is it always means that Grist's ultimate is never a threat
True.
because you can't actually have creatures in your graveyard. So then you only have to respond to what's on the table,
Yeah.
which Aminatou can do very well. So it looks like we're gonna take the rest in peace. And is this a dam play? It's probably going to be a dam play. Okay.
Oh.
Yep. And so we're going to meet Grist with an entreat for 3 off the top and hope that that's good enough.
No, I don't think you. If the Christ flip is really good, I think you have 2 out of time,
Yep.
and then you play. Cosmerian doesn't have the Caustic Caterpillar because the Web Strike Elite is too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the Web Strike Elite's a little too expensive for having a Zac Peatbog here, so.
Cosmerian is not casting Rest.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
And
I see.
that's going to be an immediate problem for her because now she is going to be dealing with 3 angels.
Or 2 angels and a Sword Splashers, maybe?
I mean, I think he just put the 3 angels on the table, but yeah, 2 angels, I guess, allows you to be more defensive.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, yep.
Yep.
I don't think you should even cast a trait. You have Aminatou plus, and you left your opponent graced.
Ooh, getting punished for the
Yeah.
order they played that in, unfortunately. Not plussing before tapping the mana was a little rough. Would have had the wash away for the Grist to seal this game up.
No, the wash away was a misdraw. Cause it should
Oh,
have
that
been
was a
the March of
misdraw.
Winter
Okay,
Warlord.
yeah, my mistake. I missaw
Oh,
that.
there's another land.
I think you have to grease now and pray to flip like $15.
Yeah.
You need at least 12.
You don't even necessarily need 12. I think 10 is good because you just need to be able to push enough damage around the angel tokens that they can't afford to attack.
Yeah.
You have the rest in peace to, or no, you don't have the rest in peace anymore. Um, so yeah, you are pretty much here.
I missed it. Did they shuffle away the rest in peace, or is it just on top of the library?
The rest in peace on top. The wash away got
Yeah.
shuffled away because it was a minstrel.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
rest in peace is on top. Okay, so yeah, you do have rest in peace to fight off the Gristle. Notably, that will exile the entreat, so you will be pretty much all in on the 2 angel tokens.
And Ketramos. Ketramos is
Yeah.
in the deck. I think maybe Helix sideboarding that. It will be the first time I see her do stuff like that.
Yeah. I think you
there's also the
probably do just be
sorry,
well,
didn't mean
your
to interrupt.
ability to get your ability to get Ketchermos to attack is limited to like specifically Boggart Trawler and Rest in Peace, right? So it's probably worth boarding out, especially because you know you have so much you need to bring in.
3. No cast on
Hey, run
Crest.
Walker. Walker.
So we're just going for value here instead.
Oh, you know why you don't cast Crest? Because if you flip 50 bucks, you should flip the tables.
Yeah, because Aminatou gets to swap the board.
Yeah, and then you
Mhm.
don't take
Fair win.
Crest, killing one of your box, killing one of the edges that you just win.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, there's the rest in peace that was on top.
Duh.
I love Cosmerian's little annotation there.
Grabbing polluted delta, really?
Yep.
Civics
So
retro?
this is going to be no. So this is going to be fetch Mystical Archive to put uh, entreat back on turn EOT.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep. And now we can get rid of something we don't want and play another land, and we're just going to have a pile of angels representing lethal.
Ooh.
Do you want long goodbye instead of... This does nothing.
Yeah. Now we do have the ability to just start pulling bugs off the top of the library if there are bugs on top of the library, and going for value that way.
How many lands does Cosmerian have left in the deck? Assuming she
Uh,
severed it in
5.
7?
Oh,
She hit.
it's a grist.
Oh, here's Grist. So whatever's on top of the library was something she decided she did not want to cast. So we have 4 in play, 4 in the graveyard. That's 8. So there should be 9 left in the library.
Yeah. So a
Fetch
third of their whole
Tundra.
deck.
Yeah. There's the Sanctuary.
Returning.
Put Entreat on. Yep,
Oh,
put Entreat on top. And then we're going to march the creature that's in play.
makes a
And
lot
we're
of
just
sense.
racing.
So no minus on the Aminatou is what
Yeah.
they're saying. Ooh, just 2. That's unfortunate.
You
I
have...
guess the idea being you have the out of time to take their board away if they get out of hand, and you can still make more angels than they can deal with.
You have
And
to
now you have the ability.
attack Grace
Oh, go
right
ahead.
now
Yeah,
because...
Yeah, I was in.
grist at this point.
Yep.
Hello? Eh, Yeah,
Yeah, there it
Cosmerian
is.
can
That's
see
it.
them. Helix
Well,
might have told Cosmerian about the Hami ultimate, because I don't think you can see there unless you know. Well, Gracie just gets
Well,
attacked. That's the
Chris
thing.
Chris is going to get attacked, so it's uncounterable, and you're about to be seeing 7 more angels.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're just dead. You don't have outs, right?
The outs like Toxic Deluge, which I don't even know if Cause plays
Nope.
in this. And I
No.
don't think they would be bringing that
Nope.
in
Their
for
their
control. So,
7 their sideboard is 7 lands, Veil of Summer, Tamiyo's Safekeeping, and God, what was the last one? I don't remember what the last card is, but it's not a board wipe.
yeah. And again, like I said,
Disruptor
I
Flute,
don't think they'd
maybe.
be
Yeah.
bringing that in against the control matchup anyway. So
Yeah. Well, and with the Aminatou having 7 counters on it, it's just like even Toxic Deluge is not good enough.
yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
They just flicker Mystic Sanctuary and return the
Yeah.
entreat anyway. So yeah, that's certainly why some people play control, right? Those garbage time
Yeah.
kind of games.
Mm-hmm. And well, Ami has a really good matchup against bugs
Oh yeah.
because the amount of
They both see. Yeah, go ahead.
the amount of removal you have and counter spells makes, unless you draw cover of salt, the deck is on a rough setting.
Yeah, and the fact that the two of them have seen each other's decks so much, definitely helped Aminatou there because they knew exactly what they needed for the match. And Cosmerian sideboard is specifically set up to fight against the Aminatou deck, but it is still a bit of an uphill battle.
Yeah. Um,
So it looks like Aminatou will be waiting for the winner of the Laglant Tiny Leader game, and Kaz will be dropping down into the bottom bracket where she will be playing against Z Crown, I believe.
it doesn't.
Yeah, it should be Z Crown. And then, yeah, I think there is one more game today, but it's not till later, and I'll be at work.
I might not be able to stream that either.
Let's see who is later today. Checking.
It'll be Laglunt and Josh.
Josh. Perfect.
My
I believe
game
they're
is
going at 9.
on the weekend, so those seem to be Carbon plus Shade.
Yeah, I could do the weekend ones. I just can't do weekday at night because I gotta work.
Mm-hmm. King's Gambit is on Spider-Man, right?
Oh, sorry. Who is
What's that?
King Gambit is on Spider-Man, right?
on
I believe
2099?
he's playing Spider-Man 2099. Yep.
Yeah. So
So it's gonna be an mirror.
it's on Mirror. And for what he told me, and I have seen, unless he changed his sideboard, I'm favored that because I'm
Yeah.
faster than him, and he doesn't play enough counter spells to stop me.
Yep. And the way his commander works, he's not gonna be able to build up the tempo in the early game to put your dice to the vice, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
Very
The
very interesting match.
Yeah. I do need to message Nuccio because it looks like
all right, he does need to pass the results.
oh, it's got this result in, but it didn't move the person up bracket.
True.
Alrighty, y'all. I will be right back.
Might have been a case because Uh,
I think it might have been broken when he did the reset of the middle round, where he had to
yeah. Yeah,
flip everything.
half of us look at drop converters, including myself. But I didn't drop. Haven't played yet. Um, I need to check something. No, I don't see how to drag people in Discord. Maybe it's only a mod thing, and even when I have some of the mod powers, I don't have all of them.
Yeah, they may be listed as drop right now because that was how he was fixing some things in the lower bracket, but I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to end the stream. My Secret says King Gambit.
I did hear you, but I didn't hear what you say. I did hear maybe you did about permits
Yeah, and to drag
or
people
what?
into to drag people between channels.
Who did to drag where?
Uh,
All right,